Aw.
Hello, Alycia.
Hello, Anna. How are you today?
It's Independence Day weekend.
Oh, cheers, mate. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that in America.
Well, you never know. I'm supporting the overlords. Told you that
Oh.
earlier.
Oh, well, you always got to support the overlords. Makes sense.
Well, I figure the way things are going, I should be nice to them. So.
Well, you're nicer than I'm going to be mean again. Getting all feisty up in here. Oh, so let's see we got this country girl's life. Hola. Penny's here. And then we have a couple lurkers. If you want to say hi, say hi. And if you want to, go ahead and drop your gas price where you are.
Ah.
Hey, Susan. Yep, got the banner on. Thank you. Because this is just a reading for entertainment purposes only. Susan. Allegedly.
I'm going to comment on my phone, so.
Oh, yeah, you have to, because StreamYard refuses to allow a co-host to comment.
We never figured out why they're doing that, right?
I assume it's because you can invite guests on your show and maybe they would take over, they become a rogue guest and they do comments or something. I don't know. I'm not sure why StreamYard hasn't done something to allow that. Oh, good. Look, everybody's filing in. Janet and Sherry. Oh, Sherry finally made it to her live. Welcome.
Sherry.
Penny, 459 in Wisconsin. 464 in Wisconsin.
Ooh, Janet.
Janet something. Janet Farmer. Janet, are you in California or New York? Has to be one of those, right? Lurker Sally. This country girl's life's 425.
Oof.
Yeah. I wasn't going to get gas because yesterday was the day before our prices went up a whole 50 cents because, it's California and Newsom loves us. And because I was like almost at a full tank, but I went to the rock shop today and I wouldn't have helped me. I'd have to store my gas. Oh, Janet's in the Bay Area. Oh, my condolences. Ugh. Everything costs so much up there.
But it is the home of Journey, so.
I didn't know that.
Yes, that's the home of Journey. That's where they came from. Steve
Don't
Perry.
stop believing. The $4.99 in Oregon, $4.85 in Kentucky, $4.25 Oklahoma. Hi, Brian. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I when I was driving up to the rock shop today, I was up passing by Ontario. And of course, I realized that's right by the freeways because there's an airport and all that kind of jazz. And the premium there was $6.79. So maybe it's probably $6.69, $6.59. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it when I go to get gas soon. I'll post my new thing on my Facebook thing. Oh, Maureen in New Zealand. It's already tomorrow.
Oh, it's the future. Maureen from the future.
Oh, the timelines are colliding. Oh, I like your fan. You're very, I don't know, who used to have a fan? All the beauty YouTuber gossip people do.
This is one of the benefits of having a Japanese mother-in-law. I get lots of fans from the family over there. So,
my
I got this. I think when we got married, they sent this over. So, and I'm hot. I'm hot all the time.
You're hot, baby.
Today, it's super hot in New Jersey. I don't know how hot it got, but right now, it is 94 degrees.
Wow.
7:04. It's late.
I got Reading, PA is 83. So, And we are 91.
Woo! Twinsies.
Yeah, we got out of our week of 100s. That's what we were in previously. So, Brian wants to know if we're going to look at the Harkles because he feels it's going down fast.
So I was going to do a video on Megan's facha in the back of that car on the way to Oprah's house because she was like,
She
She
looked
had like
very young.
boo boo kitty face. We can. Gina made it to a live. Hi,
Oh,
Gina.
thank Gina. Yeah.
So
All I know is this week, looking on Reddit, I was just like dying laughing because, the first thing was, I guess when she came out with her letter about Roe v. Wade and she said Harry had a guttural reaction. And I was like, sure, that's probably his reaction for everything. Like, do you want dinner? And then talking about how I guess Charles was gushing or whatever, so ecstatic. And when he saw Lilibet, I forgot emotional reaction or some shit. And I was like, if it wasn't guttural, didn't happen. So
did you see the picture of her when she heard the that they had overturned it? She had her laptop on her lap because like that's the most comfortable place to have your laptop. I know it's called a laptop, but if you put it on your lap and you're working on it, it's pretty uncomfortable. Hands up, who agrees?
And it melts your flesh. At least the last laptop I had, after a while, it'll melt your flesh. That's probably not good. But she also had a phone in her hand too with the laptop. And when I first saw that picture, I was like, why do we have a picture of Doria? It was the first thing that came to mind because she was wearing a headband. And I was like, wow, that's so not Miss. I have Cousin It's hair all over the place. So
that hair is expensive. I don't know.
Well, you just store it on a head, don't you? You don't have to buy a new one every time.
I think she's got, I don't think she has a wig. I think she wore a lot more wigs when she was with the royal family. Yeah, and the best hair I thought she had, the best look I thought she had was with dark blue outfit when they were still in England. She had the little cap and it had like a little meshy veil. That was the best wig that she had. She should have kept that wig and she should have just gone with that. Like, if I could get away with wearing a wig every day, I would. I'd shave my head and wear a wig every single day. Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, this is my hair.
I can't. I have a hard enough time when I was wearing my fake nails. Like every once in a while, I do it for my crystals, so people aren't like, "Oh, these hideous midget man hands are scaring me." But I can't, like, even wearing my hat. Sometimes after a while, I'm like, I can't with the stuff on my head. I don't know. I'm just one of those weird people.
Now I don't know. I could have fabulous hair every day. Which, by the way, I went and got my nails done. And she did a really cool job. My gal is pregnant again, and she does not work when she is with child because of the chemicals. So I'm gonna have to go back to her brother. So I know, but he's really fun. I like him. He's very funny. So we got Brian's here. Who else?
Oh, this country girl's husband's here. Hello, how are you? So glad
you both of them. We got a match set.
75 Souther, Wisconsin. Oh, and 77 in central Wisconsin. Oh, the temperatures. Okay, 95.
Oh, wow. That's a nice temperature.
Oh, I thank you, Gina. You're so sweet.
I agree. I don't think that I have horrible man hands that look like they've been digging in the dirt. So I have to get my nails done. I have to. My daughter has these beautiful, delicate hands, and I'm like, let me open something.
I know. I looked at my daughter's hands. That's why I would have her. I did one gem show where I had her doing the modeling of the crystals and stuff. She painted her nails. Her hands are beautiful. I'm like, thank God you got your dad's hands and you got your dad's teeth.
So yes, I guess the Harkles, we should do a check-in on them. I am not so patiently waiting for this Tom Bower book too.
I am too. I'm like wondering, is the Tom Bower book like, I feel like he's just waiting for some other shoe to drop, because I don't think there's a specific date yet on when that's supposed to drop.
There's not.
Is he waiting for something else, like the bullying report that's going to be squashed? And I think, did Megan come out and say like she feels like she's been vindicated by that? I swear I saw something like that today.
You know what? I thought I did too. So I'm not gonna disagree. But it was kind of like a heaving sigh of, oh, like that's done, you know. So yeah. Brown-eyed lady's here. Thank you, Gina. I think I have pretty hands, but they're really not. But thank you. If I don't put lotion on them, they look like the Crypt Creeper.
Totally the same. And I had to take a long time to find the right hand lotion because it was hard. Because it's like I got super dry skin, man. I don't know. Tough times living here in the land of the dirt people. That could be part of my problem. I shouldn't be living in the land of the dirt people.
When I was looking up gas prices for you, I was like, land of the dirt people. How much is gas? And like I had these visions of like Mad Max and like
Yeah, it. I remember when I used to joke about those people when I used to work in Orange County, and I'd take the train down, and the other train that would come back over here to the land of the dirt people. Like I was talking snidely, like I always do, and I'm like, dude, who gets on the train to go intentionally back to the land of the dirt people? And people are giving me dirty looks. I'm like, oh, karma, you got me.
if I ever win the lottery, I am going to specifically give you money so that you can like build a huge property and call it land of the dirt people. And like I want you to have a website and like all this PR and like merch and whatnot. And there's going to be nothing there. It's just going to be like dirt.
Oh yeah, I should get like a little parcel of land. I won't put it out by Phelan because that's where all the dirty birds are, but something like that. Maybe by Amber Heard's house.
Oh God, where's her house? Where does she live?
Yucca Valley.
The Yucca Valley. Okay, I couldn't remember it. I was like, it's some kind of valley something. I couldn't remember, and I was trying to talk to somebody about it the other day. I don't think she really owns that house. I think she's
kind of by Palm Springs, but it's Palm Springs adjacent, so it's not really any place most people want to go.
Ah. So, yeah, and Harry apparently said he's going to go back to the UK for 6 months. And sorry, I posted on Trevor Colts. I was like, this is kind of a win for the US. So sorry, but I'm kind of happy about that.
Is that more just rumors or gossip PR machine putting that stuff out too?
I think it was kind of an official statement that they're going back there. I think it was like a statement. It was a Sussex statement. The Queen's probably like, oh no.
No, the Queen's all, no.
It's like we were storing the Christmas ornaments there. We can't handle it. We better move the boxes.
But he paid for the Frogmore lease again, right?
They did that a while ago, yeah.
So he could come back, I guess.
But if they lose the Netflix deal, that is 70% of their anticipated income. Note, anticipated income.
Well, no fool would give them all the money. I was just trying to find that story. Well, this headline's royal gossip claims Prince Harry, Meghan Markle supposedly going broke.
Oh, well, we knew that.
Dennis's answer going to be no. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle not tipped for summer UK return. That was 5 days ago. Who knows? That's the Express, so I don't think a lot of people trust that one either.
They'll not go back for the summer. I sounded so British when I said that. They'll not go back for the summer.
Oh, because William's having his shindig, right?
Yes. They'll go back in the fall, like when it's school time. They'll go back in the fall for the Christmas presents and all that.
No, he has to come back at some point, though, right? Because he is not a citizen.
Right. His visa, he does have to go back. So I think he has that special person. He's a special person visa.
Of special purpose visa, Megan.
For exceptional people.
I'm exceptional. I can't spell it, Megan.
So yeah, he's got that visa. So I don't know what the deal is, like how often he has to go back with that. But you do have to return to your country of origin some of the time.
It's kind of like 90 Day Fiance, but different. Like, oh God, why don't they do that to make their money for Netflix? I would totally watch that because I'm watching that stupid show.
If they did 90 Day Fiance for their Netflix show?
Yeah, because now he's kind of like, I don't know how many year fiance or husband over here, but it's kind of like these people come from another country or some type. Well, if yeah, the one that I'm watching, they're coming from another country. They come to the U.S. Like this guy came to the U.S. He saved up like $4,000, which was like a shit ton of money over in his country. And the dad of the girl he impregnated, which is the reason why he's over here trying to make a legit relationship. He was like shocked that the $4,000 would not do jack diddly. And so I can imagine filming Harry, not like going to the rodeo in his Indiana hat, but filming him like trying to figure out like just normal stuff, like how to get a mortgage. I don't think he could figure that out. Buying groceries. I don't think he could figure that out.
Moving his cable service.
Switching cell phone providers.
Ooh.
Even better, him switching porting all the numbers and
Oh my God. So, all right, before we get started, Secret Tarot, I see your request, and there's a link down below. You can book readings with Alycia and I. We're going to be reading for the celebrities of the world tonight, as we usually do. But you can also go to Alycia's website and buy some crystals, because we all need little crystals in our life. And here it is, the one that no one else can have because it's mine.
oh my God, that would. Oh, well, I'll tell you, because today I went to the rock shop. I found some pretty spectacular things. I didn't find any of those, though. These were more like specimen collectible, awesome things. Like I found a smoky quartz with amethyst in it. And I haven't even dug into it. It's a chunk, and I think it's got like some special stuff in it. I got a piece of clear quartz. It looks like it has like this interesting marking on the inside of it where I'm like, it looks like a portal. So I'm pretty excited, even though it probably took me like $900 in gas to get there and back. Okay. Oh, Gina wants a close-up of your crystal, please.
Oh, so this is an amethyst wand. And Alycia, you know how Alycia does the little commercials in the middle of her reading? This was in one of her crystal chit chats. And what did you have? Like 3 of these?
I think when the order came in, I had like 5 or 6 of them. That was all I got.
I couldn't order it fast enough because this was the one she showed, and I just was like, that's my crystal, I need it. So I really quick ordered it, but I love this thing. Not only do I use it like to clean my cards, like I'll just put it on top of my cards and like let it hang out. It actually really, really likes the Ellen Cannon Reed deck. It really likes to just kind of hang out on there. So like I'll just leave it there. But I use it to stimulate, and this sounds really gross, the pineal gland that is in the back of your head. Like I use it to stimulate that, just to kind of shoot some energy toward it, and it kind of fires things up for me. And I have arthritis in my hands, so I'll use it to kind of move the energy around if I start to get stiff. And it's got a round end and it's got a pointed end, so I can either really aggressively move energy around, or I can kind of float it around. So it's really terrific. It's one of it is my favorite crystal. I'm going to say that of all time, it is my favorite crystal.
Oh God, I wish I could buy more of those.
So, well, you will find other things that are just as cool. I mean, this kit, this is one of Alicia's little kits that she has, the bundles, and this is prosperity, or
that's a prosperity kit. Yeah, abundance or prosperity. I forgot what I've called it, but it's one of the other. So that one is in the shop, and then also the psychic trio one you use all the time, that's also in the shop as well. And then I was thinking about, here's my crazy idea. I'm like, I should make an American, like, proud to be an American rock set.
Oh, you should.
I was like, a red, white, and blue crystal set. I was like, I'm going to do that. But I thought of that this morning before I could get to it. I
would buy that in a hot minute.
All right. Well, I'm going to make it, because I'm like, you know what? Nobody else, all the other people, well, I'm not going to say all, but most of the other people who sell crystals and stuff, they're the lefties. I'm not a lefty, as obviously we know. And I was like, you know what? I love this damn country. We're going to celebrate it. Freedom rocks. Freedom rocks. That's what I'm
Freedom
calling.
rocks. So, all right. So what else did everybody say here? Yes, thank you. I do love that. When Alycia gets them back in, I will be like promoting them on my channel as well because I think they're really great. Brown Eyed Girl said, just reported Democratic governors urged Biden to use the federal facilities for the not so getting yourself out of the womanly way so that you put shoes on and you're not in the kitchen anymore. Does that make sense?
The long-winded way, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Gina, I don't know. I'll have to look to see what the blue rocks could be because I was just going to put in there soda light. But yeah, you're right. I should go see because I have the red jasper and I have the quartz, but I have to see what blue stones are found here if I have it in stock. I think I should, but I'll look. But good point, Gina. Thank you.
And we have Elizabeth from Australia. Good day. Good morning.
She's probably like, we don't talk like that.
I know. I don't do Australian accents very well. So, all right. So, where are we getting started? Like,
Well, let's start.
We're 20 minutes in and we haven't even started any readings. We're going to lose people. We got 30 people. Welcome. Thank you for being here, everyone.
Oh, Maria. Hello. Hola. Maria was saying turquoise. Turquoise. I wish. Turquoise is hard to get. Expensive as F.
Are they? Turquoise is expensive?
If you want to get good quality turquoise, yeah. A lot of it's mined out because of the good. There was like a turquoise craze there for a while. Like, so it's kind of hard. Oh, Triple Fire Sign also mentioned your favorite, that
discerning minds want to know what they're up to. That's on our list, Triple Fire Sign. That is on our list.
All right. Well, let's ease our way in without any lube into the Harkles. Where do you want to start with the stupid Harkles? Okay, here's the biggest thing I think is just stupid. So it ties into politics. It ties into Harkles. There's all the rumors now that she wants to run for president.
Jesus wept.
I would say, please, please, please run, because we would probably by that time have Tom Bauer's book. We would be able to have all these people digging into our past. Please run, please.
And we would have so much to do on our show.
Oh, God.
We would have to do like a marathon, like a Jerry Lewis marathon, 24 hours.
Yeah. I think it would be less annoying, though. So do you want to go?
She's talking about potentially running, but there was that whole weird thing with them going over to Oprah's house.
Right. So, I marked that serendipity. Did I say hi to you yet? Hi.
Hi,
she was asking about why did they go to Oprah's. So let's ask quick. I don't think the president one is going to take too long. Let's do the president one first, and then let's go into what happened at Oprah's.
Okie doke.
All right.
And I was telling Alycia before we got on, guys, I have like every deck. I'll take a picture of this when we're done and I'll post it on my site, on my YouTube. I have like every deck out. I was like, oh, tonight's going to get crazy.
Oh, gosh. Oh, Excitable 67. You're right on time.
We're just getting started. We're just warming up.
Oh, my. That's not a good start. I feel like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Oh. Hey, Kristen.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna, because I have this this blocking, I'm gonna do cards straight across. You go ahead, get started.
All right. Okay, so here's what we can know about her running. On my spread here, Five of Pentacles right here in the center of the situation. She's out in the cold, but she's looking to see. This is interesting. I think she's looking to see who she could like partner up with, who could like take her under their wing that's covered in feces. Who could she partner up with? Um, I think she's, I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like she thinks like this is a natural step in her life. From writing letters about whatever it was, the detergent or some shit, the soap, whatever. So in her mind, she thinks this is a natural next step. But there's, her past is so shady, allegedly for entertainment purposes. Her past is so shady. That this is like not going to work. It's almost like I feel like she might even want to see if she can partner up to just kind of come in on the VP ticket. Oh my gosh, what was that guy that was running? Was he running with Tim Kaine? Was he running with the Hag?
Oh,
and he was the guy that was all, yeah.
was he the one the yeller, the one who was like immediately thrown off? My son talks about him all the time. He's like, some guy wrecked his political career by going woohoo. I was like, oh, yeah, I think so. But I'm getting the same thing. There's a dude she wants to partner with.
You can be my first man.
Ugh.
It wouldn't be the first. Okay. Anyway, so she's looking at this like, oh my gosh, this is going to be great. I'm just going to fresh start in politics. I don't have all those years of political things, baggage, things I endorsed or whatnot. I can just start fresh and clean. I have the upper hand on this. She's already dead in the water. Nobody wants her. I don't know. That's shocking that she's already sullied the side of the left. And she's worried that she don't want her secrets to come out because she knows that her secrets are going to come out. And I don't think she has enough money to bury those. She's not like the royal family and Charles Sausage Fingers and all his money. So long-term likely outcome.
So I basically have the same thing. But there is this guy that she wants to partner with, but he's going to put a block there because she's a little bit inappropriate with him. She's like sucking up to him, like in a like kind of seductive way, and it's kind of gross. Like she's just like, oh, like we could really be great, and like we're this really sexy couple. Like she's being very not professional about it.
Newsom?
I don't know. I'm feeling like it's somebody kind of young. I definitely feel like it's somebody young. I don't think it's Buttigieg. I don't think it's him. But there's some guy, and she's like trying to be like sexy times with him. And he's like, no, it's not going to happen. But on top of that, she also does not have the blessing of the women in the party.
Says no.
They don't. I think it's the Hag, and I think Kamala doesn't want her around. Like they're just like they're very dismissive of her because she just, she's like sitting there like And AOC, there's a bubble around AOC. They don't want AOC near her. People are trying to direct AOC away from her.
Nobody likes AOC in her party, right? She's on a little subset.
I don't know. Maybe.
No, because she's a part of the squad or whatever, right?
What?
So
yeah, the squad is being kind of pushed. They don't want to associate with Meghan. And at the end of it all, this political thing is going to be a sad thing.
Yeah.
Just fun fact for all of our watchers, the Three of Swords is also the no longer barefoot and putting shoes on and going into the living room because you're not in the kitchen anymore. That's this card as well. So, not that I think that has anything to do with this, but that was just a little.
And I was like, are you intimating she was pregnant? I mean, whoops.
No, this is a little tarot lesion. But it's, Three of Swords is like, heartbreak. And she's going to be sad. She's going to be sad about the whole thing.
Can you imagine if she was on the stage for a debate with Kamala, the hyena, together, the word salad Olympics? Oh my gosh. That
So
would be
all of a sudden, all I can think of is like Futurama, the show Futurama, and like the screenwriters for Futurama would be able to write that debate. Be like, I know you are, but what am I?
Okay, so let me look at what was the other one. Oh, we're looking at why did they go to Oprah, and I guess we'll see because Marie brought it up too about Harry to spend the 6 months in the UK. Because Marie is saying looks like he's not getting his international important person visa, and of course tax purposes. Of course, the tax thing it has to be. Can you imagine? I don't like paying taxes in California, and I don't have a mansion in Montecito with however many bathrooms, so I can't imagine what it's like for grifters. Yeah. So I guess let's start with why did the gruesome twosome go to Oprah's?
I gotta ask if they went to Oprah's first.
Oh, that could have. No one saw him go in the gate. They could have done a drive-by. So
I think we need to consult with someone.
Pusheen? No. Oh yes. Is he? Oh, look at him. I like how he has the coin there. I need to get one of those.
So, you know what's so weird? Gregopedia ordered a second one and for Shelly, and when we got it, it was totally different from the one that I got, and it was from the same place. So,
doing coins? Okay, I got my coin.
So I got a yes and a no.
Yep. Yes.
Did they actually go to Oprah's and meet with her? This just said a big fat no.
Oh, and I got a yes.
Oh. Huh. Dueling tarot indeed.
Dueling. Interesting.
Right, so let's see what happened. All right.
Maybe that could have meant we talked through the gate speaker box, like Jack in the Box. Like,
can we come in? No. Brother Perry's here. You can't come in.
I wanted a Happy Meal, Megan. Oh gosh. God, I wonder if they go to McDonald's. She'd probably outlaw it.
You know what's really weird? Like the readings that I've been doing, I keep getting that they're cash poor and like they don't have any money. Like they don't have food in their cabinets. I keep getting that. And I don't know if that's true. Like they're very, very cash poor.
I don't know. If I had to choose between paying for PR and getting my Happy Meal. Oh, that's your other deck. What's that one called again?
This is the Tarot of the Unknown. You love this deck.
I do. I need to buy it.
I'll send you the link.
Okay, gracias. That'll be my birthday gift.
Spend the extra $5 and get the signature in it. It's special.
I'm thinking, I don't know. We had this discussion last time. I'm not sure that I want to spend the extra $5 for that. You want to go first, love? You got all your cards out.
So they went there. It was not a business trip. It was to go, and this was like their first trip to go see her after they came back. And it was to go and have fun. Look at this Three of Cups, though. This Three of Cups is like wild. There's an egg and a cowgirl.
That looks like Harry with a wig or his hair grown long.
Megan, I'm just an egg. So what they were going there for was to plant some seeds. They wanted to not just have a cup of tea or iced tea or lemonade or whatever. They wanted to go there under the guise of like being casual and like hanging out, but they really were going to drop some seeds. This is coming on the cusp of them. They were really jacked up from the whole scene in England. They were really upset by that. And they're losing money and they're trying to come up with ideas. This is our King of Pentacles.
Oh, he's so cute.
I know he's so cute, right? I love that he's like a little pumpkin head. They're really running out of money. Like they're out of money and they're out of ideas and they don't have anything in the hopper. And then our Three of Pentacles, which is, the Apprentice card, getting real, starting out, having support, doing things in your industry, getting fired up, having, mentors that are going to help you from A to B. They don't have anybody. They went to her because like she's supposed to be like their guiding light in Hollywood. And
oh God, that didn't work out well for some girls in Weinstein. What? Never mind.
yeah, exactly. I have a feeling that Oprah has been talking to other royal members. And I want to pull some cards on that because I think he has been given instruction to not do certain things. So to answer Marie Teresa, I don't think they're begging for work. I think they're kind of they're throwing that first level manipulation out for entertainment purposes only. Oh, we have our ticker on. Good. So let me see if Oprah has been talking to anyone else. Because, yes, Oprah has been preserving her relationship with the crown because that is going to get her more things. And there's the beast. The beast. Gregopedia, that's for you. The beast. So that, she's not going to, I hate to say be kind to them. She is hitching her cart to the more prosperous side. Now, look who showed up.
Is that Sneaky? Oh, we got a pay.
Now this is Sneaky Snacker in reverse, though, and this is how they see themselves. They know that all their lines of bullshit that they put out there, they know that they're uncovered now, and people are onto them. Other people, they feel bad for them. They feel like there's just this excess of emotion, and they're like, we really don't want to be part of that powder keg. Their fear is that they're not going to move forward anywhere. And the final outcome is the Anti-Whispers, which is the eighth card. Hang on, I got to do the math on it. What's our eighth card? Isn't that strength? Is that strength?
I believe it's strength.
Yeah, it's strength. So they just, their outcome is they have to bide their time for now. They have to just be cool. So that's what I got about that. But I think Oprah has been told to just kind of stay out of the fray. What do you have, darling?
Slightly different. The whole reason there's total heartbreak. But so it's interesting because the heartbreak here, like definitely they're broke. Broke as a joke. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. I haven't seen in their wallet. But the underlying energy here is the Tower. So I pull cards. What's the deal with the Tower? What's this like whole thing? I think it's the deals are done. The creative projects are done. They're put a fork in me. I'm done. They got whatever they were going to get. Like, I don't know if that's an initial signing bonus, whatever you want to call it. And I don't think they know where to turn. So part of it, yeah, like I agree with you there where it's like, oh, we're going to talk to the queen bee, how can she help us? Because like they're waiting over here for people to come banging on their door. Nobody wants to bang on their door for anything. And I think I know he said Charles cut him off, but I don't think so. But I'm thinking now Charles may have actually cut him off. He's not dripping bags of cash at their front door anymore. And I think they feel like their back's up against the wall. People are like starting to look critically at them now, and they're seeing like, and it's not just, it's like the sugar people are starting to look critically at them now. The royal reporters, which used to love them, God knows why. And now everybody's starting to look at them critically. And so now they're like, we need a Titan, a titan of media to help us navigate these tough times. And I almost think that Oprah probably gave them a truth smackdown, and they didn't want to hear it. It's like she probably told them, like, "Hey, here's where you're messing up. This is what you need to hear," and they're like, "No, we can't do that." So, poor things.
Want to do the conversation?
Oh, yeah, I want to watch you do the conversation. Can you? Oh, are you going to do it in Jersey? Is it Meghan and Harry having the convo?
Well, I was going to say, why don't we both do it? You do one half and I'll do the other half. You can be Oprah and I can be Harry and Meghan.
I'll be Oprah.
Do you want to be Oprah? Can you do the what?
I can try and be pretentious. Okay. Make sure I'm doing this right. If we're doing a conversation between us on the tarot, you're just going to shuffle the deck and pull from one pile, right?
So I'm going to do two. I'm going to do one for Meghan.
Oh, and one for Harry.
This is Meghan.
All right, and I'm just doing Oprah over here.
And you'll just do Oprah over there.
Oh, shit, my husband's leaving the house. I hope he gets me wine. I better text him. I know, this is serious, important shit over here. Okay, please get me wine. I'll put in there, I heart you mucho. He's probably like, I'm already getting you wine, you lush. All right, so are we starting at the gate, or are we starting inside the house?
Sure, you can be, hi, Harry, Meghan, how are you, at the front door. We'll see what happens.
All right. I see you come to me in your darkest hour of need.
The whole world hates us, Oprah. What are we supposed to do? Yeah, Oprah, we've got no place that we can go. We've got no future right now.
I know, it looks like you guys have been back on your heels for quite some time. People are really going to be out to get you, and it looks like you're struggling a little bit. Can you tell me about, like, how's that making you feel?
Well, we've tried everything, and people just aren't receptive, and I'm not really sure why. I just can't believe they're judging us. They just don't see the real us, because there's just so much kindness about us that they're not getting. They just don't understand just how wonderful we are. And, when that happens, I just cut them off. I just don't want to deal with people like that. And it seems like they're blocking me from getting anything done. And I just want to be this everything to everybody. The whole world doesn't like us. I used to be so in charge of everything. I used to have the world at my feet. And now I'm just a sneaky snacker. And everyone knows it. Everyone knows that I'm a terrible person. And I've got nothing. I used to be a prince in a castle. And now I've got nothing at all. I'm poor. But I still love my wife. I just love you, Meghan.
Well, I know you're not wanting to get really down to the truth and feelings within the cockles of your hearts, but I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of seething anger underneath the surface. There's things that you're doing trying to seek attention, and as my good friend John of God would have said, within those moments, don't diddle someone you're not supposed to. Wait, that doesn't apply here. I have some creative ideas that are coming to me now. Maybe I can give those to you, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking we can figure something out Oh, but if we're going to figure something out, I'm going to have to be executive producer and vice executive producer and director, casting director. Yes, all of those things. I'm thinking just let go and let me. I can guide you in this. I've got somebody else. Stedman, he's in the back house. He's going to help us. He's really creative. He left his own career to be my bitch boy in the back, and he will help us. He is so good at this. And Gail's here too. Gail's here for you if you want to sit down interview. She will help you get your truth out. Your truth, not the truth, just your truth. It's only up from here, babies. It's only up from here. Let's lift our light up where we belong. Does it sound good to you?
Well, I just think the deal is just a little bit unfair. I just want to make sure that, Harry and I profit from this because, we do have to make a living. It just doesn't sound like a great contract. It doesn't sound like one that I really, I think we should renegotiate. I think we should talk a little bit more about it. And then, we'll all be happy. Everybody will be happy. I'll just know that I've got nothing. I've got nothing. And I need to do something because I ran away from my family and now I don't know where I am. It's like I jumped out to the frying pan. I'm in the fire, and except now it's cold and I'm hungry. So I'll just hang out here while you girls work it out. So Oprah, go on.
Okay, I know it's hard to navigate the world, especially Hollywood and where Hollywood, politics, all of those things intersect. I'm going to help you to find your balance as your new guru. We need to talk about bringing the truth out. I know you don't want to hear it, but the truth has to come out. There's so many people thinking that you have dollies for children. We need to put those rumors to rest. We're going to have a DNA test. My good friend Maury Povich is going to help us with this. You've been acting like you have all the answers in the world. We can't do that anymore. That's just not going to work because when people want to ask you about questions, you don't respond because it's just a PR line of communication. People think you're lying. They think you're lying sacks of shit. They don't like it. When you lie to people, you do it with a smile on your face, not a rictus grin. I'm going to get you to the money, my babies. Come close to my Oprah bosom, and I will take you to the land of milk and honey. How do you feel about that?
I think we can do this. I think it's going to work. So I was thinking to work too. I want to have another baby so I can stay home with it. Let's put our heads together. I'll just stay over here. So,
Harry,
doing this.
Harry, we need you to work together here, darling. You cannot just sit this out. Come on, baby. Come on into our love hug. You need to come in. I know you're kind of broke as a joke, and it's kind of hard to be here in all of my magnificence with my 12,000 guest houses in the back, and Ellen's in one of them. It's okay. And I know it's hard and stressful. Did you want some crackers? I have some crackers for you. Oh, but come bang back to this point. We're going to have to address that bullying report. Can we do that? Can we address that bullying report? Because I know you guys are poor. Side note, the poor comes up a lot here.
Poor.
All right, babies, I'm going to get you moving forward. We're going to move forward. We're going to have success. You have to put me as the leader of your team, though. I am directing this chariot. Here you two are down here at the bottom. I'm directing this chariot. Oh, I can see you still don't know if this is a good idea. Oh, I don't know how you don't know this is a good idea. I'm Oprah fucking Winfrey. Do you see me? Look at what I'm surrounded by. Do you think I got here by accident? I did not. I live a lavish life. I have book clubs. I have gifts of the month, gifts of the day, gifts of the minute. You get
Gifts
a
under
car,
our
you
seat.
get a car? What?
Gifts under our seat.
Yes. And everybody gets a car, but not you today, because I need you to sign over all your rights to our deal that we're going to make. Do you want me to be your mama of media?
I think that this could be very profitable for all of us. And I still want more control over everything that's going to happen. Because I just think it's going to be too much for you. I think you'll need my help directing it. And I think that I could be just like you, Oprah. And then we'll all have plenty. I'll just still pull. And heartbroken. And I've got no words. I can't even speak. Oh my God, Harry. It's just so cold and sad. Oh my God. You can't make it up. You can't make it up.
Harry, was that a guttural reaction you were having?
Paul.
Okay, baby. Let's
So,
look at it. Go ahead.
I think that's it. I think it's just going to be more on poor.
It is.
And I'm going to be in charge, but Oprah's the one in charge.
She's in charge because, again, it starts out here where it's like, all right, you've been through a fire, a media firestorm, and you've been through some fights.
I'm the leader. I know what the community wants. Like, oh my God, this is. I think that was it. I think that was pretty accurate.
Yeah. So, I guess that they're gonna have to think over the weekend if those deals are acceptable to them.
So, if we talk about the 45's long arms in the January 6th vehicle, I think we should do some a conversation with him and what was his name, Robert Engel. I think that'll be pretty funny if we get to it tonight.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we did that one. What was our last thing? Oh, the 6 months. Gary. Is Harry going to spend his 6 months in the UK, 6 months in the US?
I think we should call him Gary when he's in the US. I think that should be his name.
Yeah, we'll Americanize him. He's Gary over here and he's Harry over there. I wonder, does the 6 months have to be continuous, or can he do odd, even months? I don't know.
So let's see if this is him. You know how sometimes you stay late at work when you want to break up with your spouse? Oh, I shouldn't say that because I work so much overtime.
He has just gotten an idea. He's like, excuse me?
So wait, little segue. So one of my clients during the day, she has a mediation company, like a divorce mediation company. And right after Greg Petey and I got married, she published her first book. And it's a really great book. It's if you guys want to know what it is, I don't want to blow her up on this, but if you want to know what it is, send me fortunecookies@gmail. I'll tell you what it is. But it's a great book. So it's supporting her. I posted it on my LinkedIn. I shared that congratulations to this book coming out, and I bought a copy of it. And it clearly is like, hey, you're getting divorced, but mediation is gonna that's the cover. And so I got it, I unpacked it, and I put it on my desk in the bedroom. And I got home, and Greg goes, do we need to talk already? And holds it up. Wait, look at this comment.
Yeah, just an exclamation point is all we've got.
No, Gregopedia, I adore you.
You just had your anniversary.
Like Sid and Nancy, don't worry.
Well, that didn't end well, did it?
No, it didn't. But at least they were together at the end.
Yeah. Somewhere.
So, I'm wondering if this is because those of you who've been following me for a while, I have always said that the royal family had a plan B for him. And the plan was, if he needed to get out, they were going to bankrupt him so that he didn't have any money, so that when he left, he wouldn't be bankrupt living in a castle and like jacked up. So I'm wondering if this is part of that plan B that I've always said they're going to bankrupt him and then bring him back. So shall I read on that? And then.
Yeah. I was just, because my whole question is just like, is he even going to the UK for 6 months? I don't know.
Are you looking at the comments?
Wood anniversary, wood shampoo. Oh, poor Greg.
Greg's good for like things like soup sandwich. I use soup sandwich because of him. I say, like, when you're a mess, you look like a soup sandwich.
Oh.
So that's why I say Boris Johnson always looks like a soup sandwich.
Oh, I guess I've never paid attention to that term or something. Sandwich. We just say
wood shampoo. And then Greg's best friend used to say, I'm going to put you in a linen closet. I don't know what that means, but like, it's like you're getting knocked out and like you go in a linen closet. I don't know, but like, I want to use it and I can't. Put you in a linen closet. But anyway, so yes, I adore my husband. No wood shampoo, Greg.
No wood chipper either.
We got enough wood chips. We still have that pile of wood chips.
Oh, that's interesting.
I know what a wood shampoo is, Greg.
I didn't know. Thank you for saying what it is.
Oh, did you not know what that is? Oh, I'm sorry.
We don't have vernacular over here. I'm sorry.
Now
I'm not
you do.
educated in the East Coast stuff.
We're spreading it from coast to coast.
Woohoo! Mine's almost like, so if I'm looking at, is he going to be going over to the UK? I think it's like we're saying we are, but we're not. It's almost like who's going to check on him? Like who's going to go knock on his door? It's like we're saying we're doing this, but until like somebody's like verifying it, it's almost like, does he go to like a parole person to say like, I'm here in the UK still for my 6 months, count my days, mate. It's like, I know we have to do this. And I don't think, it's almost like we're going to say that I'm going over there until I get caught. And then I'll be like, I didn't know I didn't have enough days over there. Oh, my bad. What do you got?
Got to stay longer. So I asked, is this part of the plan B? That I'm turning this off. I don't know if my lighting is going to be good, but okay, it's all right. My lighting's okay. So I got that. Is this part of the plan B that I've always suspected? Yes, this is the plan B going into effect to keep him prosperous and to bring him back to where he needs to be. They need to deprogram him. Like, it's really going to be a big deal. So we got the devil has him tied up, but lots of people are working together to salvage his money. And the High Beatrice is working behind the scenes. I know, how cute. This is a cute.
Is that Beatrice and Eugenie?
Oh, it's Beatrice and Eugenie. Oh, that's weird. So High Beatrice is working behind the scenes to make this happen. And we have the 10 of axes, which is 10 of swords. So it's really that's under the surface. He's really emotionally shot from this. So yeah, I think they are bringing him back. Let's ask if Megan is going. Megan.
Yeah, that's interesting because it looks like here he's not. I don't know. Maybe it depends on if Nacho's going. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Everybody loves nachos.
Everybody loves nachos. Those particular nachos are not for me, but you know, for certain people, I'm sure they like to dip into those nachos while they're roasting chickens.
Spicy nachos. Oh, you said roasting chicken.
Sorry, I apologize.
Megan, are you going back to the UK? Megan, are you going to go back?
I can't even spell the UK.
No, I think she's going to stay here and work on her projects because she hates everyone in the UK. So
Yeah.
she's much happier staying home, working on her projects so they can move forward. And she's just over everything in the UK. Like everything that was charming about the United Kingdom, everything that was charming about the royal family and living that royal life. Like she just really disdained everything about it after a while. Like she thought she knew better and she really just kind of flew in the face of it. And now like she's just like, ew, she just doesn't want to go.
Man.
Not after getting booed.
Yeah, I mean, a similar thing here. I have like, I'll stay back here at the Montechateau mansion, and I will find a plan forward for us, darling, because we're broke as a joke, and I can't be bearing to go back to that horrid UK. Those people hate me. They don't know prime rib when they see it. And I will be talking about all of our media projects for our media empire. I don't know why Megan got that weird Muppets voice, but that's what she got.
So Marie Teresa says her new project is to be a billionaire. That's my new project too. I'm a little upset that she stole it from me.
By next year, being a billionaire won't be that much, though.
Yeah, pretty much. And Serendipity said that MI6 is in Florida right now.
California. Can you imagine if they lived in Florida? Oh my gosh, Florida man stories about Harry would spring up.
Redheaded Harry in Florida? Hell yeah. Sign me up.
You should do that as a reading. What if Meghan and Harry moved to Florida?
Oh my. I don't think they could take it because of DeSantis. Like there's no way. They wouldn't be able to like every day they'd wake up with like a knot in their neck. Which by the way, you know what's really weird? My entire family has knots in their necks right now. I don't know if it's aliens have abducted us and put knots in our neck, or Greg said we have a virus, so we all have a knot in our neck. It's very strange.
Ding, 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 ding. I think it's the latter, because that's how my last dance with the bug started.
But we just had that, and we've all like we're kind of recovered from it.
Right, but I started getting the knot in my neck the other day, which this is all freaking weird to me because I started getting a knot in my neck the other day, and I just thought, oh, I must have slept on it weird. So I was using my little, it's a violent vibrator massager. God, thank God nobody puts clips of my shit up. And they're like, you know what she said? Anyway, I was using it because I always have tense muscles, and so I was trying to get rid of it, and it stuck around for a couple days. So it is a definite weird thing. So if anybody else has weird knots in their shoulders, say it in the comments because I'd be curious.
Yeah, that's really weird. We have one of those percussion guns. I mean, we have plenty of things that vibrate in this house, but
that's I guess what I have, like one of those pounder things.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not putting it where it shouldn't be pounding. Stop it.
Oh, Megan.
Megan, pound me. Roast
my
chicken, Megan.
Oh. And Donna has it too, but she always has neck issues.
Okay. So, yeah, this is like, I have neck issues, but this was an out of the blue weird neck issue.
Yeah, like ours were too, and it was just weird that like everybody had it. It was very strange.
Let's look.
So what are we going to stick with Megan and Harry? Do we want to talk about her boo-boo kitty face? I mean, I don't want to do the whole show on them again.
No, you can save it for you're going to do your reading on them. So you can save like, why did she like go back in time? Because she did look younger. It was interesting. I was like, how did she reverse age?
She had no makeup on. She's like, boo-boo face. Maybe she was trying to do like the Amber Heard boo-boo face. That
maybe, I don't know. It was just she looked like, I don't know, maybe maybe in shadow. It's probably like beer goggles if you're also in the back of a shadowy vehicle, and you can, reverse your aging process. Somebody that's how they should sell SUVs. Do you want to look 10 years younger? Get our SUV.
I need the lighting that was in there. Make myself look younger. So, what do we want to move on to? Do we want to talk about the January 6th hearings?
Well, we can't say it that often, so we have to give it a code name. Okay, the clown show at the Capitol.
Clown show.
All right, so let's talk about Why didn't Little John do that song? Yeah! All right, so the clown show. Where do you want to start first? You want to start with that Cassidy chick?
Yes.
All right, so starting with the Cassidy chick, do we want to see if she's like legit
or a spider plant
or a plant? Okay.
I'm not using these. I'm not using those cards.
I'm not using those cards no more.
Actually, I'm going to use my...
Oh, you know what? I'll pull out my pulp deck.
Keep everybody entertained with the switching of the decks.
Oh, Brian's going to go crash. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh, wait, Brian has a different name. I can't remember Brian's different name.
I can't remember. If everybody has different names, I can't even remember basic names.
Brian is a girl. Remember? Didn't that Brian say they were a girl?
Oh yeah. So I'm sorry, I can't keep names straight. It's not like the old days of LiveJournal when people use their, pictures and stuff, and then I could start associating them. Like when I just see like letters, initials and stuff, and I'm like,
Jude. That's right. Hey, Jude.
Oh, you got a better brain for remembering. You're
sorry. You're not a dude. Good night, Jude. We'll see you later.
Okay, so we're looking at is she an aid or is she legit or a plant?
I'm using your catchphrase the whole time I'm doing this reading.
The clown show?
No, her catchphrase.
Oh.
Something to the effect of. Oh, is that 3 swords right away?
Yeah.
Oh, look, we both got the death card.
Yeah. I have the creepiest, God, I feel like I stepped into a satanic ritual. I have the creepiest, creepster vibes around me right now. Ugh.
She's, this is her, initiation.
Yeah. This is so House of Cards to me right now. This is, creepy. Oh.
Good night, Marie Teresa. Sleep tight.
Night, Marie. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, I think that definitely she got some dinero, but it's not just dinero. And I think it was this Knight of Pentacles so reminds me of House of Cards. Just like those meetings that, Spacey'd go have at night, various shadowy locations around DC. It's it's almost like she was the perfect one to pick for whatever reason.
That's what I got too.
Oh, I hope she doesn't end up being voted off the island, because this is seriously creepy.
I don't think she will. I think she did what she was supposed to do. This is what they wanted her to do this. And she said, "Don't worry, I've got it. I can manipulate the information correctly." The death card that I got in the middle is really the demise of like her integrity. You know what's really weird is that her morality is really skewed from being steeped in government for so long. She's the morality that she has is not very black and white, and it's not really based on much other than getting forward, getting to work, and it's not even accomplishing things, which is so strange. Like it's being part of the machine, and it's not service to the people, but service to the machine, if that makes sense. It's really hard to explain because she's about this deep.
Yeah. No, it's like weird. Like I get like this is her like initiation into the Eyes Wide Shut deep state group here. And it's like and it's so like it's like almost like here's some money. Like it feels like there's some part of this. There's money. If this isn't money, then this is a promise of a position somewhere moving up. But there's something going on that's why she came out and said this shit. Now here's the thing that I don't get. Why would you say something that could be easily debunked? Why would you have someone say something so dumb?
This is not going to go well for her. So there was some broadcaster, some news guy, reporter that said, "In years from now, we will remember the name of people. Remember where they were when Watergate happened." It's not going to be remembered that way. There's going to be some generosity toward her because I think the whole kind of scheme is going to be a bit more transparent. But this is not going to go well for her. And I got that Three of Swords and then Page of Swords. That's island hopping. That's like kind of island hopping there. She better not go jogging. I just want to say that she should not go jogging if she's a jogger in that park. Like
what, Chandra Levy?
Yes. Oh my God, get out of my head. That's exactly who I was thinking about.
God, no one's ever heard of that guy anymore. Gary Condit. He just kind of slipped off.
But he didn't do it. That was like a completely random situation, which was crazy.
Yeah, which he was probably like, son of a bitch, the first time I cheat on my wife? I'm sure it wasn't the first time. But, okay, so I'm asking, why are they giving her this stupid story that, I mean, besides the fact they're morons, but this is the story they were going with. For some reason, they pushed this story on her. This is the story you are going to sell. They had already made a decision looking at their options of stories they could push in the clown show. That was the story that must be bad if that's your only story you've got to push. This feels like a Hail Mary pass. It's just very much like, well, we don't have anything else, so go throw this out there. The secret, again, I believe they gave her money or they're giving her a upgrade on her career path in the government and whatnot. But yeah, this was a total plan of an idea. Like there was multiple people here talking about this stupid fucking idea. They're like, oh yeah, this is exactly how it could happen. Let's tell this story. Nobody will double check us. It's so dumb.
She's freaking out too. She's worried.
Right now. I bet.
But you know what? She's pleased with what she did. like she doesn't like it's no regrets, but she's just kind of worried about the fallout. Like it's kind of a weird thing.
Maybe she thinks they won't protect her, or that she's low level, they won't come get her. Let's see. I'm gonna look. What's the future for her? Coming up near future, not like when she's 84. That reminds me.
Media said after Chandra Levy was 9/11, and it took the wind out of that. He says,
Yeah, that whole thing. That's an interesting thing because there was all sorts of things going on around that time, even up to like I think hours before, like with the Fed or the Pentagon losing all that money and.
What money?
That's a whole nother topic.
They didn't lose any money. No money got lost. What money? What money? No money.
No money. No whammies. No whammies.
I love that little devil guy.
Is he in here?
No, on that show, the No Whammies, No Whammies. Remember that little devil character? Oh,
yes.
Oh, her future's not looking good.
No.
Oh, really not looking good. It looks like she gets to keep the money, but she doesn't get to keep the title. She doesn't get the job that she wanted.
Yeah, because I'm seeing she's got the underlying energy. I see she's keeping the money, but all of a sudden it's like, gosh darn it, our budget just eliminated that position. So sorry. Catch you next time.
It's too hot right now. Just sit back for a little bit. Yeah, like that's.
We got you. And this is weird. Like, it's like, I don't know. Maybe there was the three that we saw in my last script. There's three here. Like, maybe they're like, that was probably a part of their plan the entire time. And she had no idea that they were planning to like vote her off the island. And now she's stuck with her back up against the wall. It's almost like no one's going to take her calls anymore. No one's going to read her emails. She's getting filtered out of everything.
And she's going to have to work at Macy's or Starbucks.
Yeah. Definitely not going to work at Bed Bath & Beyond our budget, but yeah. Well, I hope they gave her a lot of money. Probably not.
Here, let's just look at Donald Trump again. Oh, I said his name. Actually, it's more like it's the greatest ever.
Have you thought of painting him?
No, I like him the way he is.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, oh my gosh, either paint him in gold, but then I was like, no, that's too much like where he lived, which I don't like. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, glitter, spray paint. That's glow in the dark.
Well, we have on our mantle behind me, we have a happy monk that's in silver, and he's about this big. He's beautiful. Oh. So he's on the other side of the room in his little. So he's so peaceful, though.
I was tempted to buy a Grim Reaper crystal for the shop, but then I thought that's probably too morbid for the average buyer beyond me, so I didn't.
A Grim Reaper crystal? What's that?
Like it's a crystal, various stones, but it was carved into like a sad-looking Grim Reaper shape.
Oh.
It was kind of like dark and not good. But then the guy today at the rock shop, he wanted to sell me the I don't know if you've seen it, people carving essentially like a Kim Kardashian shape in the crystal. He's like, oh, do you want to get some of these? I'm like, I have enough Kardashians in my life. No, I don't know who wants to buy those. Not me.
So I actually have a question. We'll do like a little crystal chit chat in the middle. So
Okay.
what do you think of those crystal trees, like those amethyst trees or like those rainbow crystal trees? What do you think of those?
Personally, I've never liked them, but they're just not my jam. Like aesthetically for decor, design, not my jam.
In terms of energy, like, what do you think?
Okay, so in terms of energy, I guess it would depend on the amount of crystals that you would have on the tree. Then I'd also want to know about what the wires are made of. if it was me making a tree, then I'd want it to be like copper wires to make the little branches and whatnot. And then I would also like, you'd have to look at like, oh God, how many crystals there? If you put it together, what does it equate, right? It it might work for like if you wanted to have it near you as a personal energy tool, I guess you could say. You could put it next to you, but uh, you'd have to have, because here's my thinking. So if you have a pocket tumble, you put that in your pocket, you put it in your bra, you put whatever, that's going to affect your energy because it's in close contact with your body and it's going to be right there. With the amount of crystals I've seen, I know some of those trees get rather big, but a lot of them are small and they probably together, all the chips maybe equal one of these. So if I have it sitting on my desk, I don't think that the energy is going to come out to make any effective change on a person.
I felt like I always wanted to ask you that question because I feel like they're going to be really hard to clean. So it's going to get very dusty and it's going to get funky and you got to have a good way. And I actually saw one. I think it was in San Diego and it was 7 feet tall. It was huge. And the crystals were like this big, but it was like $5,000. It was huge. But I felt like because the way that they put the crystals in there, like, isn't the energy shooting out like in all kinds of different directions and like doing all kinds of weird stuff like that was I didn't know how that worked. And like what do? You lay down under it? Like if you have a great big giant one, yeah, you can do that. But like if you have a little tabletop one, it's probably going to be next to your computer jamming up your frequencies on that. But
well, that's the thing. So if you have crystals and that goes into a whole other topic, right? But so if you have a tumbled crystal, that means that you don't know which way this was growing, and it's essentially like if you had a crystal sphere. The crystal sphere, the energy goes in all directions, 360 all the way around. It affects the energy of an entire space, right, that it's in. And same would be with a tumble. It's going to affect the entire energy everywhere you go. If you drill or if a crystal breaks or any of that stuff, it does not affect the energy of the crystal. So there's that. But you could take it to the point of who created it. And did they take care when they created it? Or was this a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, I'm just making crystal trees and I don't give a shit about what I'm doing? Then that could also be imprinted upon when I'm making the crystal tree or making anything, period. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of them. If you are, you're not going to find them at my shop. You can find them anywhere, but A, I think they're hard to clean. B, you'd have to get a big enough size to figure out if that energy torus is going to affect any change in you. And if it's like made of any type of quartz, don't put it in front of your fucking computer.
Or any electronics for that matter. Don't put your phone near
it. Don't put it there. So
all right, that was something I always wanted to ask you, Crystal Chit Chat. So all right, so Cassidy does not look like she A, has a great future, or B, is a terrific person. So I think I have to put my light on. It's starting to get dark here. So Robert Engel was allegedly the driver of the car. Now, there are two vehicles that we need to discuss. So one is called the Beast. And that is the limousine. And it's bulletproof and there's all kinds of safety features on it, kind of really cool safety features on it. Apparently the windows don't roll down in it. I didn't know that. The only one that rolls down is the driver's side. It only rolls down 3 inches. Allegedly, there's flamethrowers in it and all kinds of cool stuff. I know, it's like the Batmobile, like oil comes out the back, squish, squish, squish.
I need that here.
Right? So if he was in that vehicle, it's like, those of you that know what a limo is, because they really don't exist regularly now. Limos, like it's really like a 4th row car. So you have like your drivers up front and they have their own section, and then there's enough room for like 1 row, 2 row, 3 row. So I'm not sure how one grabs for a lunges and grabs for a steering wheel. through the little window in the back, or how they try to throttle someone through a window, unless you have really long arms.
I think I don't know. One of the things that I saw too, it was like I don't even think there's a like pass through in the divider window between the driver, whoever is whatever, and whoever's riding along. Because I'm picturing like what is this divider window? I don't think it's a regular limo like, you know, back in the day when you're like, oh yeah, we're at the casino and we got our limo, oh yeah, and we're listening to Belle Biv DeVoe or whatever, and then it's like open up the window, hey driver, can you change the station? Oh yeah, and then I don't think that they have that divider window like a regular limo. Just saying, I think it's probably solid as a rock.
Yeah, Gregopedia said that bulletproof windows generally don't go down because of the bulletproofing in the door. So that's the vehicle called the Beast. Greg?
Okay.
The Beast. So that's it. That's a joke from What We Do in the Shadows. There's a character they call the Beast. But when you see footage of 45 on said day, he was in an SUV. So again, SUV, we've got like a 3-row kind of situation. So is he, and he's a fairly large human being. And I know because I'm married to a fairly large human being, it's very difficult to maneuver inside vehicles like that. Like, I'm 5'2". Like I can stand up in the back of his truck. Like I can stand up bent over. Sounded naughty. But
divorce is off after that mediation book. And we're back on, baby.
Get out to the car later. It was our anniversary last week. So you know, like I can kind of, you know, I can maneuver around. I could jump over the seat and like go back and forth. We have to like, I don't know, I'll grab a map or our Thomas guide if we were in Los Angeles. I said Thomas guide. But he can't. So somebody that size hurtling toward the front of a vehicle, logistically, I have some issues with it. Logistically, the way she told said tale. Yes, Greg, you are a large human being. I love my large human being. You are large. You're almost 6'4". You're ginormous. So, and you know, my short person family likes big people. We're fascinated by big people. Well, that's why I married him. So,
I have the same. He's not 6'4". Mine. He's 6'1". But still, it's a whole foot difference. But I can't imagine. I don't know. I would have to probably go on to like Little People Big World Dating to find someone smaller than me, and I probably wouldn't do it. Because, you know, I am already complaining about the countertop height in this house, and I tried to convince my husband that we needed to lower the countertops, and he's like, hello, I live here too, idiot. And I was like, we can split up the counters. You can have like tall person counters. I'll have little people counters. Why can't we do this? Anyhow, so I agree with you. I don't think there's nothing. Just look at the way the man dances. Does anything about him look like he's like gonna be like, wow? He's not like a
nimble. He does not look nimble.
No, I mean, he doesn't ride bikes that I've seen. He doesn't run upstairs and falls. He doesn't seem like he's very quick. So that part of it doesn't even make sense. I mean, he seems like just take his position out of the world. He's just a rich dude in a limo hanging out with Lil Jon and the guy that used to wear the big clock. Okay, so say he's hanging out with them in the back of a limo. He would just say, hey, so-and-so, go do this. Hey, so-and-so, go do that, right? Probably politely. But he's not going to be lurching forward. Come on. That's extra.
I don't think so either. So let's see. Robert Engel has not opened his gob yet. I want to hear what Robert Engel has to say, because apparently he is the guy that was on the receiving end of this. So shall we see what is the deal with Robert Engel?
Okay. You go ahead. I'm still downloading.
So he is being told just to sit tight for now, to keep his cards close to his chest, not to say anything. He does have something to say, and when he does say it, it's going to have a happy ending. So I'm not saying whose side he's on. I think I know whose side he's on. I think I know what direction his testimony is going to go. Let's just see. Will he be in favor of 45? And we'll pull one card. Is his, I don't want to say testimony because he's not going to testify. They're not going to ask him to testify. Are his words going to help 45? What do you say, Alycia?
God bear, yes.
That's a big fat yes.
Yeah, they won't ask him though because they don't want any facts or something
Look
like
at
that.
what they titled the Sun card. It's Jason Funderburker.
I bet he's a rapper somewhere.
But they're not going to ask him to testify. Like, that's so weird. Like, you're having these hearings or whatever it's called, meetings. You've got Hollywood people, producing them, and they're on TV, and surprise witness, and we're gonna have a hiatus until after 2-week hiatus. Let everybody watch. What's that?
That's what they're doing. They went on a 2-week break.
There's a 2-week break. I guess they have to let everybody watch Stranger Things and recover from that, and then season 3 will start. So,
okay, yeah.
But there are Hollywood people producing it. So, again, I think the situation that was they learned from the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial.
Not enough, but yeah. Because I see him like whipping a rabbit out of his hat. Like if they come to testify or they come ask him to testify or speak, or they're not going to. But he's ready to rush in to help the Cheeto. He's definitely ready to come in there. It's interesting though too. I think he's got to be careful because the other side looks like they might want to pull some shenanigans on him against him. So.
Do you think he's in hiding? Because I think he's in hiding with this one. I think he's under wraps.
I think he's been sequestered somewhere, or no, not secreted. Ugh. Sequestered somewhere.
But the good stuff is on his side. Like this is, they got to stop trying to produce this. It's very frustrating.
I love this damn card. Just like it was like I'm gonna come to your dumpster fire of a clown show.
Oh my god, is that what's her name? Pam Grier? It looks like Pam Grier.
I think it could be, but yeah, I'm gonna come to your dumpster fire of a clown show. I'm ready. Oh my.
So we've got Karen and Brown Eyed Lady mentioned Brian D's nuts that we were talking about before. I made Alycia laugh before this because I said Brian D's nuts.
I didn't know what his name was. I just saw his quote.
So should and Gina said Brown Eyed Lady. I have to find the video of him saying that. Oh yeah, I can see him slipping that. Yeah, no, they Gina, that actually was said. Should I say it, Alycia? If you look at Brown Eyed Lady's 828 comment, it's in there. I don't know if we'll get in trouble for that.
This one?
Yes.
Asked about the price. Yeah, I don't know about saying that word. I assume we can, or phrase. If they say it and they're happy about it, and we're like, I agree to your terms. That is what you're doing. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to say the liberal world order.
All right, let's say it. We'll just keep saying it.
They want to say it, so, and they think that's good, so whatever.
I'm like Ben Stiller. You can't say bomb on a plane. Bomb, bombardier, bomb.
I told you about that time, didn't I? About I had a coworker who did that right after 9/11.
Oh my god.
It's like,
so Yeah, so that was Brian D's nuts, who is what is his title? He has a title.
Douchebag.
Hang on. Economic, he is the House Economic Advisor, Brian D's nuts.
He's
And
the House Economic Advisor. Well, he's certainly sucking at his job.
so yeah, he is.
Um,
So, word on the street is that we are going to have to suffer with increased gas prices, all because of Russia.
yes.
And
There's these nuts right there.
until they sort everything out over there, we got to deal with it. So, is this, I'm asking right now, is this a greater scheme to have a proxy conflict with Pootie? Are we just having a proxy conflict with him?
Oh, I see. And I'm just thinking the whole thing is just to make it so nobody can move. Like they're trapped in their houses. The trucks are stopped. It's just to fucking put everybody out of business. I mean, oh.
So yes, part of that is to interfere with it. You know how, like, in a capitalist culture, you know, it's competition and may the best man win, and the better product will yield, you know, better pricing and more sales. So it's almost like that. Like they're trying to eliminate this competitor, this other, you know, Putin is the other competitor. They're trying to eliminate, but it's not just him. It's not just the leadership there. It's actually on the whole. They're trying to, like, it's almost like they're trying to break up that entity a bit more. It's a very foolish endeavor. We got the Greg in reverse. So, look at his little pot head. Look at his little pot on his head. So cute.
No.
So
Harry wears a pot on his head too, I'm sure.
Harry definitely has some pot in his head.
Or a piss pot. He just got confused.
My God.
My God. Is this a good on my big head? I covered my bald spot. My
Oh my
God.
God, get out of my head.
Yeah. Now, so I'm asking, like, what does this their liberal world order have to do with the gas and whatnot? So this is their thing. They're defending their position. They want to make this all of this spin into their utopia bullshit that they've got in mind. They've made, here's your offer, Americans. This is what we're giving to you. You want to take it and shove it up your ass? You can. This is ideological. This is all their ideas. They think they're going to be victorious with this bullshit. They still, like, they're in delusion land. They think eventually everyone's going to come on board and they're going to be like, oh my God, we just couldn't see the brilliance of this. So, they're so delusional. It's Six of Cups energy of just like, oh my gosh, we're going to, like, save the planet, Janet. Oh, and there's definitely glad that didn't fall in the fire. They're definitely all working together. This is their strategy. So now it's like they're calling it what it is, and they're just saying, yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. They want to take over the world. So this is just one little part of it. They're just letting you know. And their long-term outcome here is we're worried about this shit, and it doesn't look like Five of Swords isn't looking like a victory over here. So they can keep pushing it. I don't think they have any other choice but to push it real good.
So I'm doing the long term as well right now. I'm getting a little bit bigger perspective on the long term. Tower crashing. This is they're going to run into natural issues as a result of trying to manipulate the system that was already working. And I don't mean, like, you know, they're going to have, like, fracking issues or, you know, like electrical grid issues. They're going to run into, actually, I'm going to take that back. They are going to run into issues like that. It's going to be the ideology and like the rainbows and cupcakes and everything like that. They're going to be like, well, we're going to do it this way, and then everything's just going to fall into place. It's the ideology is going to get in the way of, I hate to say it, the science of energy. They're just, the science is going to bite them right in the ass. The refusal to look at the highwayman.
Is that Bernie Sanders?
What's that?
Is that Bernie Sanders?
Yeah, you've said that before. Yeah, I think it's Bernie Sanders.
I need this deck because I'm like, I can't help it. I just,
So they can't look at any other perspective. It's a very all or nothing kind of move. And because they're not integrating different types of energy, they're not going to move forward. And that's where we're going to come up with this cataclysm here. The sunshine and rainbows and, oh, we're going to do this like the all natural way. It's going to be totally organic. We're going to do it really organically is such a bad idea. They're going to have to go back to the beginning at some point and rewrite. They're going to lose time on everything that they're doing. We're going to be paying $1 bazillion for gas. They're going to lose time on this clean energy business. They're going to have to go back to the drawing table because they haven't implemented people like Elon Musk who can think outside the box. They've already got this plan in their head. It's like a 10-year plan, and they're sticking with it. They're going to say, this is going to work. They're very, very confident that everything they're going to do is working. Everyone on the outside, no one's getting on board with this plan. No one, like, people are not going to be flocking to get electric cars. They're not going to be flocking to get solar panels on their roof. They're just not going to do it. And they're going to not put the money into it. So
no one has any money.
This is like a pyramid scheme. They want people to buy the electric car so they can do more. They want people to buy the panels on the house so they can do more research and they can move forward. So it's like you're buying the crappy prototype almost, and they need you to invest so that they can do more. No one's going to do that because A, people don't have money, and B, people don't believe in it enough. I wanted them. Like Greg wanted to get solar panels on the house, and I was like, no, you got to sell me on this. And then we had a kid from Tesla come over here. He insulted our house. Then he insulted my husband. And then he told us that it was going to be $75,000 to put the panels on the house. And that when I was like, are you kidding me? Because like I thought he was going to say like, I don't know, 12,000. Like that seemed like a number. And my boss had told me like he had spent, I think, 12,000 to get his whole house on. And I was like, what? And he was like, oh yeah, but if you buy a Tesla, I can give you 10% off. I'm like, oh, so now I got to add like another 80. So I was like, GTFO, man, you got to go. You got to go. But when he insulted Greg, I was like, oh, you have to go now. So like, it's time for you to go.
Go ahead, finish. I'll ask you.
So they're just going to be all wrapped up, and it's the plan is not going to move forward, and they're going to basically hamstring themselves. So but by not being inflexible, it's really stupid.
Yeah. I was curious because over here, people get the solar panels, and then the salesman wants to come around and he's like, hey, your friend Jeannie over here, your neighbor? Yeah, we're putting solar on their house. I'm like, dude, do you know where you are? We don't talk to neighbors here. If someone waves at a neighbor, you think that like they're out to like kill them or something. It's weird. We don't know neighbors, so stop. Don't play that game. But the other thing that's interesting is like I was talking to my husband about this because we're not full-on preppers, so don't think we're full-on preppers. But he built a little rig for a solar panel so we could generate some electricity for whenever our excellent grid goes out, because we've already been warned. Governor Gavin Newsom, his benevolent self, who's created a grid that can't support us, and he doesn't grow it and anything like that. But my husband made his own little solar backup. He said, though, if you put the solar on your house, you cannot bank that extra energy that you generate, right? It's sunny all the time here. You can't bank it here because that's illegal. It's going over to the companies where they can go, I don't know, piss it away, give it to Arizona for free. It's just ridiculous. It's like, if I want to get solar, I want to bank the energy. Why can't I? Because I'm not in the home of the free.
The banks that they used to have were very, very expensive, and now you can't get them at all.
No, and that's some of this stuff too. Like you said, they're selling you like the basic shit. Like it's all crap. It's gonna like people are spending all this shit ton of money, and it's like A, those things can go out of date, and B, they're selling you crap. So
Yeah. Here, I'm going to help everybody out because they all call me now because I called the one company.
yeah.
So, and like when I told my boss our experience, he was like kind of shocked. But when they call up, when the solicitors call you up, say, "Oh, I'm really sorry. We're doing construction on our house. And so we're going to have like a whole new roof line. And right now we're being held up by the supply chain issue. So like, call back 18 months, 2 years from now, maybe after 2024 when things hopefully stabilize."
I should have done that, like, because I had a pest person come by the other day, and I also had a solar guy come by. And I tried my usual lies, like, no, I rent the place, or no, the owner's not home. It didn't matter. They still talked to me, and I was like, damn it.
Just tell them, oh, we're doing construction and like we're putting like a whole new roof line on. We're going up 3 stories. It's going to be like a Tower of Babel.
I should tell them that. I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm waiting on the permit, but I'm putting this tower, another 3 stories on the house. I wish oh, that's perfect. I'm going to use it next time because I'm going to also add in all my creepy stuff. Like I'm going to put in a seance room in this bell tower at the top.
Do like a whole like Winchester House thing.
I so would if I could.
Have you been there? Have you gone to the Winchester House? I'm so mad at myself. I lived in San Francisco and I never went.
Oh, I've been there a few times. Went there as a kid. We went on the last trip we went was when they opened up that you could take the extra part tour and go to the other places you don't normally go on the tour, which I thought would be excellent. But we had a smelly German tourist with us that didn't wear deodorant, and it was the middle of summer. So that wasn't really a fun special extra tour that we did. Yeah, sad times. But if you want to check out something cool, if you haven't, look up Christine McConnell, and she did like a gingerbread Winchester house.
Oh.
It is like epic.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
How long did that take? Oh my God. What would you do with that after? I would shellac the hell out of it and keep it forever.
I don't know. I'm assuming she left it with the Winchester house. I don't know because she made it and delivered it down there, and I don't know.
If I ever win the lottery, I want a Winchester House dollhouse. I'm just saying it.
Yes. Why don't they make dollhouses cool like that?
Because people like you and I have to do it. When the economy comes back, we're going to do that. We're going to start a dollhouse company.
Our creepy dollhouse line that it'll be like for all the middle-aged ladies who are like, yeah, Barbie had a house, but it wasn't as cool as this shit. So we're building something epic.
Has a seance room.
For sure. I mean, that's what I have back there, that gold thing. It's a diorama thing of Madame Leota from Disneyland. It lights up and stuff. So
Ooh.
I buy my creepy. All right. So we're almost at 2 hours. What do you want to end on?
CERN. Everybody was talking about CERN. We got to talk about CERN.
Okay. What do we want to look at CERN? Like general reading on the CERN?
Well, let's see if we're going to have a show next week, because if CERN goes off. Well, you did a reading on it that's going to come up, right? So let's not address what you did.
Yeah, I do have a reading. So quite a few of my peeps asked for a reading on CERN. So I did do that. I think I'll get it up tomorrow because I think they're firing that thing up on the 5th.
On the 5th. So we could do just like a little tease right now. So
all right, let's see
you read the questions so that we don't pull up anything from your reading.
Let me see what my questions were. I don't know if I had any. Oh, I did. I was asking about the questions I was asking, but my readings. But I was saying, were there new portals opening, Mandela effect timeline shifts, and vortexes in the sky? That sounds like a song title from the 70s. Vortexes in the sky. Maybe it was.
We've been listening to so much Alan Parsons Project over here, so like it sounds like an Alan Parsons Project song.
Okay, so like maybe let's see what's the general mission. They're going to have a 3-day event. I don't know if there's any naked dancing in utility suits, but See the general idea of the event.
Just so you know, naked dancing in utility suits. That was last week, our anniversary, mine and Greg's.
Oh, good to know. Was there climbing in the back seats of cars? Were you moving around
Just
a
for me,
lot?
he's too big.
Yeah, he's too big. Okay. I see. I see.
So, what can we expect from those discerning people?
Oh, I fucking A. I swear this is like deja vu. You know what song's in my head?
I am the eye in the sky, thinking of you. No, what?
Back in Time. Is that
Huey
Huey
Lewis
Lewis?
and the News?
Come
Okay.
back in time. Yeah. I saw Huey Lewis in concert in Riverside, shockingly. There's ghosts in that theater.
He's a celebrity that I will not look up because I don't want to see how old he is.
Yeah, he's kind of having like he can't sing that much either.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
No, I love Huey Lewis. He's one of my national treasures. If I ever found out he was a part of the Eyes Wide Shut crew, it would be like devastation.
I don't think he is. I think he's like a barbecue and beach kind of guy.
I think he is, and probably back in the day, he probably got some hot bitches. I don't. I'm just thinking, probably back in the day, he probably got hot bitches.
Okay.
Maybe that's because I thought he was like semi-attractive. He wasn't horrible. He wasn't like Squiggy or any shit like that.
No, and he was totally obtainable. Like he was like an everyman.
Yeah, maybe that's why I was kind of like, oh, he's kind of cute. I mean, now, no, I don't want him. I'll start first. It looks like we've had a meeting of the minds of like what we're looking to achieve. It looks like it's totally going to be a clusterfuck. The reason I said I got that Back in Time song is because I got the Six of Cups here, underlying energy. I don't know if there's like one of the projects that they're going to work on, because I think this is a multi-project thing. Like it's almost like we're going back to school and we have a list of items that we need to projects to work on. One of these ideas is like, I don't know if one of these dipshits thinks that they're going to go back in timeline jump and serve justice. Like almost like if I went back in time, I would punch Hitler's baby face in the head or something, like those people. It almost feels like there's something stupid like that. It's like, I don't know if they just came into, and this is why I got in my other reading, like they just got flush with cash. I don't know if they were like out of money for a while. Don't know how that goes, but looks like they're flush with cash. They've got all these stupid fucking ideas that they want to do. It feels very ego driven. Like, I don't know if they think they're the pinnacle of the science community. And it's almost like whatever they're trying to do is going to be fucked up, but it's not going to stop them. They're going to keep going with this bullshit. So that's what I have.
So I got that they're up to no good. This is not for good purposes. They were broke. Their pockets were emptied. And there was a lot of chaos going on. But then somebody came in and said, this is what we're going to do. And they got their funding back in place. They're not going to be happy with the results of this third event. But I do see something winding backward. So let's see if this is going to interfere with our space-time continuum.
I'll just ask a question, because if I delve too deep into that topic, I think my brain would explode, because that's like a subject beyond my capabilities. Like, can you imagine sending me somewhere to go talk to scientists about scientisty shit, and they're just like, oh my God, who let this one in? Me, I'm totally here. Let's talk.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I did a Janine, Terror by Janine. Oh yeah.
It's absurd.
I just want to say that Sally L said that Huey Lewis has a home up by her. And
Oh.
I'm thinking field trip to Sally's house, and we'll just go and hang around and go see Huey Lewis. Maybe play golf with him.
Oh my gosh. I don't know where Valley Center, California is. But I was thinking of like I saw Loggins and Messina in Santa Barbara. That's one of my other weird things. Like anyway, I don't know if they live up there. Can you imagine if it was just all over there by the Montecito mansion and we're just like, hey, Harry, Meghan, can we stay? We need to go visit all of these old musicians.
Oh, Airbnb. I bet you they'd be letting out some of those rooms. Why not?
I haven't checked on that recording ad in a while. Remember when they had that recording studio ad?
Yes. We could go do readings on them on the property.
Dude, I would just be reading. I would be like, we could be like the people in Beverly Hills, you know, maps to the stars, and we'd be tarot to the stars and just do readings on them in a corner.
We're just gonna do weird shit over here. So I think this space-time continuum stuff, yeah. We've got looking back, not having control over it, not wrangling with it, trying to get control over it, trying to put it together. I'm seeing some weird space-time stuff. Just saying.
Yeah. I think I did get that in my reading that's going to pop up. I don't think it's a spoiler alert, but I did get that too in my reading. Oh, Sneaky popped up again. And it's also...
Sneaky! Where is he?
Sneaky! Let's pay your taxes.
Oh, there he is. I didn't see him.
In a different colorway. Oh my God, this bitch I used to work with used to talk about all the colorways when we used to when I was my past life as a designer, and it was just like, oh, in this colorway. I'm like, who talks like that? Stop. Okay.
I don't even know what that is. What is that? Help me.
I'm not even sure how she was using it. It was like her color palettes, and she would be like, say this was at a time where I worked for a commercial furniture manufacturer, so basically like cubicles and shit like that. And so you'd have to pick out the palette for, the fabric that goes on the panels for the cubicles and for the seats and for whatever else. And, oh, this colorway. And she'd always pick this ugly shit. Like, she one time picked a whole color palette that I swear would have gone into Prince's mansion. I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Who wants this? It's not going to last the test of time. You're doing... Anyway, so that was her colorway, and it was like bright yellow, mustard yellow, and some weird burnt brown, reddish shit. I don't know. It's horrible. Horrible.
Earthy. So, you and I talked about like people getting like intuition and like some power sparked up from this. Did you do that in your reading, or you want to save that for your reading? I don't want to.
No, I did get that. Yeah, that's in my reading.
Okay, I don't want to step on your reading at all.
You can totally do your own reading too. You have until the 5th.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it after.
Maybe. It's kind of interesting because it's like, yes, it's similar thing. Like, it feels deliberate. We've made a plan to do this shit. We made a plan, and it's almost like whatever those stupid like lines you would see, the waves, whatever. They're trying to jump timelines. They're trying to go back in time. They're trying to I don't know, punch baby Hitler in the head. It's that kind of stupid shit. And it's like we're looking like we want to get this Olympic medal out of this, like if they can achieve it. How fucking retarded are these people? Oh.
So I'm asking if it's part of the DS, like if this is all part of it. And it feels like this is a whole different club. This is not part of our club. We have people from our club that want to be part of this club, but this is like the European sub club.
We go to the subway before we go over to our CERN.
Yeah. And it's very icky. Like I have a tough time looking at the discerning folks.
after that opening ceremony and looking at their weird statue shit and
Yeah, like
looking at their logo with Sace, yeah,
www.
yeah, www.satan.com. Yeah, no, they're no bueno. They're no bueno. I don't give a shit what, because so when my video goes up, I think I can probably put it up tomorrow. When it goes up, I do read this article I found where there's some person who thinks they're really smart that wrote this article about it, and essentially it's just like an article for dummies. But so I read you that article in a Valley Girl accent because I thought that was the best way to present the information they were sharing. Just saying.
Okay, now I really want to see that video.
I had to cut it up quite a bit because I was just like, I was having too many sidebars with myself where I'm talking about the stupidity of this whole thing. Yeah, so there's some of that. So I'll have to make a chapter or see if I can make a chapter. Reading starts at 10 minutes. I didn't get right to it. I had a little too much.
How awesome would it be if, like, the royal family sent Harry there? Oh, Harry, you should go to this opening. Like, they're gonna restart it, and you're the only smart person who could go there. William would be like, "Yeah, Harry, go."
Can you imagine if one of those things on their agenda was to send him back in time? Well, I don't know what would we do with him? There's nothing. I don't think he could do anything that we need him to do.
Oh, I'm going back in time. I'm gonna go catch Hitler.
I
Yeah,
know
that's what Nostradamus was talking about. Going back to get Hitler.
I know my uncle, the king, he kind of liked him. I'd like to go back and see if he'd endorse me and Meghan.
Oh, that's right. They were friends with him. But, and this isn't to say, because my father's Jewish, like I'm definitely not a fan of that guy. But, it's when you look at the propaganda, like it's kind of easy to see how some of the dopier folks could have gotten on board with that. Because, like, it was all about, like, my aunt and uncle had a lady that was older, that was one of their clients. And they had asked her, because my uncle's a big World War II buff. And they had asked her, they said, like, how did it happen? Because she was there, like, when it happened. And she said, we were poverty stricken. And when he came into power, there was work. People were working again. People were, they had money. They had the ability to buy things. And, like, you could see how, like, somebody who's in a position of privilege, how they could say, well, this is a good thing because they're looking at the surface where, the people are getting back to work. They're not looking at, the human costs, they're just looking at, the people that are getting back to work. They're just not seeing, because truth be told, like the rest of the world did not know what was going on until it was, like, very, very deep in.
I think we have the internet now, and we can all, like, start talking to each other as we see this shit popping up. I think that's one of those small blessings that we have now, that we can at least talk to each other. Well, on certain places, or in code. But I mean, you can even think, like, go back in the day and the beginnings of this country, and where it's like they were having meetings at bars, and it was like trying to figure out who they could trust to talk to. It's like,
so there's a building here in I guess it's Port Monmouth, New Jersey, and I was doing the same thing. It's called the Spy House. They don't have tours at it anymore, but it's one of the houses where during the Revolutionary War both sides were meeting. So, like, there were people that came in and were talking about the revolution, and then there were people that were coming in to infiltrate the people that were talking about the revolution. It's pretty cool, but they shut it down years ago because it's haunted, and they had it's one of the most haunted places in the in New Jersey. So and it's a great house. It's a really cool house. So I went to 2 ghost tours there, and we definitely saw like a shadow in the corner, and we definitely saw something in one of the bedrooms, and then I saw a doll move in the kitchen. It turned, and everyone saw it, and we were all like, ah! But hair's going up. It was pretty wild, but like that, that kind of stuff, like, I don't know. It's I think it's pretty intriguing, and I think we're hard pressed to do things like that true, because there's so much media and there's so much information. We have cell phones. Like the book that Greg and I are working on was one of the things that we struggled with, because it deals with the paranormal. And I said I want it to be a period piece because I don't want cell phones in it. Cell phones makes it really hard to have a Bigfoot or have a ghost or have an alien in a book, because if there are people that are witnessing it. I know that if I was with my family and I saw a ghost, Angus would have his phone out in 3 seconds. He would get it on video. Like he just would, and it would be on TikTok. Like that would just happen. So I don't know. Like I think the censoring of all of our media is really dangerous for that reason. Like they have to stop saying, oh, well, we have to hold information back or screen information because it's damaging. It could be disinformation, whatnot. I think that's really dangerous, because, and I think, everyone kind of thinks this, but because we're not going to get that, true story out there. So what did Gina say? There's a black and white Charlie Chaplin movie and a lady walks by in a cell phone.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
Like somebody was talking about that with terms of like, I don't know about this one, but Pikachu used to have a black spot on his tail. That's what everybody remembered, but he doesn't anymore. I don't know. I didn't pay enough attention to Pikachu. But then it was the whole Berenstain Bears, whatever that was. There's all this shit. Like Ed McMahon in the Publishers Clearinghouse. Remember when we were looking into Ed McMahon on Star Search?
Uh-huh.
And then they were saying like he was never in Publishers Clearinghouse going to people's houses.
Wait, who said that?
Somebody said that. I didn't even research it. So this could all be just bullshit and allegedly. But somebody had said that.
Right? Like,
that's what I remembered. I could have sworn Ed McMahon was doling out checks, Publishers Clearinghouse. And they're like, no, he was never into that. And I was like, that's a bullshit. I remember that. I don't.
All right. So I just want to put it out there. Like, if any of the discerning people see this, and we are going to start changing timelines, bring Prince back.
George Michael.
Oh, bring George Michael back. We have a list.
Yeah, we need Elvis and Marilyn too. But yes. Oh, and it's Princess Diana's birthday. So happy birthday, Princess Diana.
Oh, today? Is it really?
I believe so.
Oh.
Maybe you should do a reading about how she looked over the Monty Shit show and what she thought on the.
I am sure she is rolling her eyes on a daily basis because she can't believe what her son is doing. You know what? Like, my opinion, I think she's either cheering him wholeheartedly because he got over on the royal family, or she's like, knock it off because you're going to be broken on your own. So, like, I'm not sure which is which, but
yeah, I'm not sure either. But I would. Gosh, I think there was a few. I didn't get to watch any Tube of the U today, but I think I saw quite a few on my list about people doing Princess Diana readings about what they're thinking about the dimwits. And so, yeah, I think that would be an interesting reading, but who knows? Who knows? Anyway.
Well, tonight was fun. We got a lot done. I loved our conversation that we did. I think we should do those more.
Totally. I like those.
That was fun. And you know what? Like, after you get past like the third card, it just starts coming, right? Like, you're like, oh, wow, there I am. I'm in the room.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's spooky, accurate.
Yeah. Oh, I
I
love it. Like I love Megan.
I was like, oh my god, I wonder if like the dim-witted ginger goes on YouTube and he's just like, I wonder what my mom has to say to me. Let me look up my tarot readers. Oh, what's mommy say?
He might. Could you
Right,
imagine?
and then,
Could you imagine? Like, if they just watched us for 5 minutes, they would hate us.
oh, I'm
Megan would be like, oh my God, I'm suing them.
yeah, I'm sure his bride would be. She's like, anyway, well, this was fun, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. You guys are the bestest ever. And next week we're on Anna's channel. So make sure you are subscribed to Anna's channel and ding her bell. Greg said it's okay.
And there's a little plug for Alicia's deck. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that is cool. Tarot time. Yay! I have more coming, but you know, it takes time to make them.
So do you have the conspiracy deck in stock?
I have plenty of the conspiracy deck in stock. I got like 3 copies maybe left of the tarot deck until my new order comes in, and I don't know how long it's going to take them. You know, supply chains.
Supply chains. Well, I think the conspiracy deck is fantastic. So if you're a reader and you don't have it, get it. It's huge, but you can make it work for you. You just pull the cards out that you want, you go through it, but it works like a charm. It's awesome. And it's not like a Lenormand deck. There's no other deck like that. So absolutely get it.
Yes, definitely get it. You'll love it. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Go find Anna and ding her bell. No, ding her. Ding it. Ding it. Ding it.
Sounds so naughty. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having fun with us. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, guys. Stay
Independence
safe.
Day.
And adios to everyone. Adios.
Good night.